What's up, guys? Welcome back to the boot camp, where life is love,
love is laughter,
laughter from adventures.
So, guys, we are here snacking, and we are going through Facebook, and we saw a post from a marriage group that we are in, and the person is asking a very popular question. The question is, what do you do to keep your marriage together through thick and thin? So persons are commenting, giving their opinions and their views on what you can do. And we decided that we're just going to react to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you our opinion on what we think about it.
The different points. And, as always, you guys can comment down below to let us know what you think about each point, or if you have anything to add. What's working for you and your marriage, what's working for you and your relationship. Yeah, make we know.
Yeah, definitely. We're counting on you guys. We always want your opinion.
Alright. One moment. Jesus.
What means you can pull it either?
By any question.
I don't think this is next to pull.
Thanks. Hey guys, show tortillas.
And I'm doing corn curls, Real Jenna thing,
Corn curls are my favorite ones.
So end up with tortilla, I'm up with corn curls.
No. Please watch the entire video. Guys, not because it's not a challenge, not because it's not a like a prank video or anything like that. It's educational, and you might not be married as yet, but this can help you, for when you will be getting married or to prepare yourself for marriage. So please watch the entire video.
Yes, guys, and don't be afraid to leave your opinion, leave your reaction to whatever was said.
Yep. The first point that the person made was communication is one of many ways. We have fun, we laugh, talk, go on dates.
Yeah, and the person added that we are on 7 years married and 13 years together.
13 years together.
Thumbs up.
Yourself,
Thumbs up to that. Yeah.
That's one good. That's a lot of time. Definitely, communication is very, 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 very important. Like for me, if the communication not right, like the marriage it doesn't make any sense. Not saying it doesn't make any sense, but other things will go wrong when communication go wrong.
Yeah, because communication is the foundation of so many different things in a marriage. It affects the intimacy, it affects the finances, it affects the emotional satisfaction and all of that. It's grounded in everything, so it's very important.
Agree, 100%.
Yeah.
But when it comes on to communication, it's a must, 150% must.
Someone made another comment. The person is saying that find some good premarital counseling and continue to go after you get married. And that's a very important point.
Very good point.
Counseling allows you to be open and to get to know the other person. Before marriage, you're getting to know what the person is about, what type of history the person has, and all of that. So counseling probes persons. Things that you won't say on a date, you will probably say it in counseling. And
that's true.
The person made a very important comment here when the person said continue to go after marriage, because the person feel like once you're married you don't need to do counseling again.
Yeah. And then some people think Twin and Paul are going to counseling, so it means that their marriage is in problem. You don't have to go to a marriage counselor because you're having issues in your marriage, like current issues. You can go to keep up to date. Because there are always things, that are happening that can affect your marriage. So, always good to check in with the expert.
Right. And it's better to go to an expert than to share stuff with random persons,
Yeah.
That's the persons who actually know what they're talking about or know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Because you don't want to go to like families and friends. One, your business might reach back out there. The counselor is a safer way of expressing yourself. They're more equipped to deal with certain situations, and they help us as the couple to know what is happening with us, and then help the other person to understand also what is happening with you. So win-win.
Right.
Win-win.
Definitely.
Alright, so Marcus Williams says, people say prayer a lot. Is it to change the other person, to understand the other person, or understand and change self? We all got issues, and as a married man, what I can tell you is don't sweat the small stuff. Alright, so I think this person is maybe asking, like, people always saying, always praying for your marriage and so on, but what's the real reason why you're praying?
True.
That's a good question,
right.
actually.
He's asking, is it to change the other person, or is it to understand the other person, or understand and change yourself? Sometimes we pray a lot. Sometimes we make God maybe change him.
Change that.
Yeah, right. Prayer is important, but sometimes we have to get practical, and it's not about changing the other person, to be honest, because me trying to change you or you trying to change me, that's gonna just frustrate each other, because
that's true.
You trying to change me is gonna frustrate me, and it's gonna frustrate you too when you realize that I'm not changing. And I'm gonna get frustrated when I'm seeing that you're trying to change me and all of that. So
yeah, that's true, because I'm going to think like, why are you trying to change me? I was this way when you got married to me, so why now all of a sudden you want me to be this person, So agree.
Yeah.
Prayer is very critical, because some things we cannot do, and just God alone can do it.
Yeah, so it's important to always have God at the center of the marriage. Yeah. But at the same time, you want a balance. You don't want to be too spiritual. You want to have a balance. Because sometimes we are praying about things and we are not doing anything practical to really change anything.
That's true. I agree.
Yeah. True.
So there must be a balance.
Alright, so this person is saying that we are on year 7, one more year 7 again, and we just stick with each other and don't let anyone in but God. No lie, no joke. It's really easy. From your post, you want to be an amazing hobby. That's all it takes. So this person is saying that they made a decision to stick with each other and don't let anyone else in but God. So I guess the person is trying to say that third party, they don't really tell third parties their business. Things are between them and God.
Yeah, and not only that, but letting in somebody else, like in terms of like cheating.
Yeah,
that could be like they stick together. You don't really letting other persons, like, as it regards your business, because that can really destroy a marriage. But also as it regards another human being in terms of like intimacy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I not agree with the person though. Like the part where the person is saying that it's really easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not easy. So
it's not. But I want you really sit down and talk with that person and make that comment there.
Not talk, because sometimes things are easier said than done. But to view them, to like view their household without them knowing that we're viewing them, to see how they relate and stuff like that, because sometimes things aren't as they seem, to be honest.
That's true.
And guys, for some of the comments, we're not reading them through because some of them they're long, so
yeah,
we're just reading.
These people are very expressive.
Right.
Another person is saying, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. So the person is basically quoting a scripture here, Ephesians 5 verse 25, saying we as husbands should make sure we love our wives just as Christ loved the church and gave up his life. So basically saying, husbands, sacrifice yourself for your wife. Christ is sacrificing himself for the church.
So give up your life for your wife.
As that have you there, son?
Would you?
Yeah, but I did for you.
Like? Well, seriously, would you?
Yeah, but I did for you.
So yeah. When no. Boy, it's also another way about I would die with you, but then for you, it depends.
And that's normal. Woman normal to that. Woman normal to that. Them not give their life, you know, man.
Yeah, because I mean, and me give up my life for you now. Me sure you're gonna find somebody else. You're gonna be faithful to me after, oh God. If I give my life up for you, would you still be faithful to me?
I couldn't promise that, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I couldn't promise that. Would I be
So,
fake?
not do it then.
Would I be fake if me tell you that? Because the person that I'm gone probably years after, you get over and you want to move on. You still remember the person, you still love the person.
But
the person is no longer here. The person can be there for you emotionally, physically, financially, sexually, no Ali.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's why I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it though. I'm not. But yeah. I mean, husband, die for your wife. Sylvia Scott said, pick and choose your battles. Communication, communicate. Even when it's hard to, you think it may hurt, find a way to respectfully say what you need to say. Why? I can't agree with that one there. More. The part that you said, pick your battles. Because, Jaja, if me follow up everything, like, we're going to argue like 24/7.
That's true.
And if Twain needs to follow up everything, like, we're going to argue 24/7. So, pick your battles for real. Like, certain things, as a couple, we can just look past. And it's hard, don't get me wrong. It's hard, but we have to learn. Something that we're learning too. And something that you guys need to learn, that we have to pick our battles. And not only that, but why may I add for the people in But when we're in premarital counseling, the counselor said that remember that our spouse, they are not the enemy. So when it comes down to the battle, also remember that we're a union, we're one basically. We are working together to a common goal. So he's not my enemy and I am not his enemy.
And it's not a competition.
It's not a competition. So yeah, even with that as regards the battles, so yeah.
True. So I agree with that comment as well. That's a very brilliant one. Alright, so this person is saying be open and honest with your feelings. Alright, so that's a very, very, very critical thing, and I think it's probably one of the hardest things to do in marriage. Being open is critical, but sometimes being open can create issues sometimes. Yeah.
Like me know. I don't like hear the truth sometimes, so sometimes it's hard to accept it. But it's good actually. But if you're a person that likes to hear the truth and you don't easily get offended or so on, then it's not a problem. But you have to be open and honest. Even when the other person feel a way, like you have to do it. And then again, it comes down to how you do it.
True.
Because you can be open and honest, but you don't do it in a blunt way to allow the person to feel offended.
You're right. That is so true. Because, for example, you're wearing a blouse and I don't like the blouse. Instead of coming to you and say, Pala, where can I eat that blouse that you have on or something? How you feel like you're about with looking like that? You probably going to feel away, you feel disrespected or you feel shame. And you're going to become defensive automatically. But what if I came to you and I said, babes, what about we try wear something matching, so me probably can put on the blue shirt and you probably put on the blue blouse, so you have a long time to see wear it or something, say something that would make it come down easier for the person to be able to accept it a little better,
As I said, I remember the time. I think we did just married and we did go somewhere and we did have put on this dress and you did say no look good. And doing they say no look good. I mean, you get really upset because me I say, like, you know, support me at this point.
Yeah.
You should have told me, like, you know, look good. So, me feel offended, but when I look back on you, like, it never make that, like, what me did do, no make no sense, because why would I feel offended? And you're just ensuring that I don't go there looking like the worst, you know, or looking off, because at the end of the day, when somebody speaks pertaining to you, they're not only speaking to you, they're speaking about you as a couple.
A couple, yeah. So you're representing each other.
So you're representing each other.
Yeah, and sometimes I have that issue to where I automatically feel like you try to offend me or something, you know? So you come to me and tell me about my clothes, me feel like I end automatically, I understand. So, but what wrong with my clothes and whatever, I go defend myself, you know? But sometimes it's just for us to actually remember, okay, this person is not my enemy. This person is just telling me this because they want better.
Yeah.
They want me to look good. I must, because she want me to look good, though. Because
Why?
I mean, and her, they here every day. Yeah, and it's not a random person out the road that tell
I
us that.
said.
So I couldn't disrespect she, I tried to disrespect her. Saying. Very young.
And then me have a way of always laughing and stuff. Don't laugh when I tell your spouse these things, guys, please.
Yeah.
So Shelby White says, in any argument or confrontation, make sure you both go in knowing that the goal is to come together to fight the problem, not each other. You see?
Wow.
The same point that we just made, like, remember that you're not the enemy. And the Bible even says, like, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers.
Yeah, some of you wrestle against flesh and blood.
No, rest against me, like, rest against the spirit, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever forces.
Yeah.
Because, trust me, the devil don't like marriage. The devil wouldn't mind all marriages end up in divorce. So,
yeah.
we have
So
to
you
be
find all
watchful.
cunning ways to cause issues.
Yeah.
This person saying, communicate, play chess together, and don't worry about the arguments. Remind yourself the arguments are smaller than the relationship. So the person mentioned 3 things: communication, playing games together, and don't think too deep about arguments. So a lot of persons are mentioning communication. That's to show you how important communication is. It's very, very critical. Yeah. And play chess. In my opinion, it doesn't have to be chess, and I don't think the person mean literally you have to be chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but play some games together. Have some fun together.
Yeah.
And I think it could be a case where I like chess, you like karaoke. You can do chess with me sometime, I do karaoke with you sometimes. So we're both enjoying each other's hobbies, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sharing in each other's moments and all of that. Have fun together, laugh together and all of that. So I guess that's what the person is really getting to.
I can be anything as you say.
Yeah, anything.
Like, I'm trying to always play domino. Even when you don't feel good like just 2 persons, like it's either you win or me win.
And then a 7-7 we have to play.
Yeah, so
You have extra domino, they say, but we still do it. And we have a laugh and we have a fun time. Yeah, so things like that you can always do.
yeah.
And the last point the person made is, remember that argument is smaller than your relationship. Something that we need to always remind ourselves that, look here, man. It's just a disagreement, it's just a misunderstanding. It doesn't have to be anything big or anything like that. So we can just move past it and remember that we still have a relationship to work on.
Harold Bender said, never go to bed mad at each other. No, but that's interesting. Boy, I don't know. I don't know if like, alright, let me not say I don't agree. Let me say I do agree, but I feel like this is just a filtered way of saying like marriages are perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, if you do me something, give me some time to process it. Like,
Yeah, me not have to process it.
me not have to process it. Me not talking to you doesn't mean that our marriage is ending. It doesn't mean that we're getting a divorce. It just means that you did something bad, and I'm taking some time to heal, to process it,
go through your feelings,
to go through my emotions and stuff like that. I feel like personally for me, and this is my opinion, so if you have another opinion, then that's fine, that's okay. But me just think we need to get out of this thing that, oh, don't go to bed, don't make the sun go down, and your anger, not even your anger, because
you must be angry, but
you can't go to bed without talking, like not because you say you're not angry to the point like you're not gonna fight or anything like that, but just the fact say you want some space for yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that, because sometimes if we were to try to deal with everything before we go to bed, some things are not gonna really be dealt with. We're just gonna shoot them underneath the carpet and move on, and that's not always healthy, to be honest. For example, if you did something to me and I feel very upset just before we went to bed, and I said, you know what, we're not going to bed upset. So within 10 to 15 minutes, we come to you or whatever, and we say, all right, well, let's look past it and we'll move on. The next day, the other day, probably a week after, it's still a lingering in my mind. When this argument come up, that same thing is going to come up again, because it was not dealt with the proper way. You did not allow me enough time, or I did not allow you enough time to go through the emotions and process my feelings.
It seems mechanical, because, come on, we can be laying in bed, right? And you do me something right away, or I do you something right away. Say I say something that offends you. So we were about to go to bed and you did that. Me expect you to just say, forgive you. Because we need to go sleep without being mad at each other. Like,
yeah, that doesn't make no sense. We need to be real when we are dealing with marriage.
Yeah.
Be real.
It's good to try to go to your bed not mad at each other, but if it happens, like, it doesn't mean that your marriage is bad or whatever. Yeah.
That's true.
That's just my opinion, guys.
So this person is saying, put God first, communication again, date each other, know each other's love language. The person is putting some good points together. As we mentioned before, it's important to put God first. It's important to communicate. It's important to continue to date. But the person added something here that says, know each other's love language. Because end of the day, I know everybody are the same.
Yeah.
What you like and the same thing what me like. What me like and the same thing what you like. Different persons. So it's important we take the time to know each other, what satisfies you, what brings you happiness or brings you joy. It's important that we think about the other person in that way. You know?
True. I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because two ain't like Barbie fry. You don't like Barbie fry. Supposed to ain't get up every day and just Barbie fry, cook Barbie fry. That's going to pose a problem, because I don't like Barbie fry, so we have to rotate.
True.
We have to. Steve. You done your kitchen, so you're not giving none. So guys, when you reach the bottom of the time, then you're going to give me some. That's nice.
She have to don't eat that before she eat this. So she have to have one there.
Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't say. Like, it's weird, guys, but I can't try eat 2 snacks at the same time, or 2 anything. Like, if I eat tortillas, I have to try the tortillas and then me eat the corn. I just can't do it.
Yeah. Weird, but
It's not weird.
It's very weird, but
comment down below if that weird, because I don't think it's weird, to be honest.
It's you. At the same thing we are talking about different person like different things.
Yeah.
So me have to respect that, so me not try to give her this while she's eating that, you know?
Wow. Yeah.
I never really that, me not give no still, but
no, but no. I like the analogy where you make now. work it in, right? Yeah. And still yet, not because I don't like it that way, doesn't mean that if you ever try it, like, I'm supposed to just shun you and whatever. Because at the end of the day, like, me probably don't like barbecue fry, but sometimes when we can cook barbecue fry and we eat it and enjoy it, same way.
True.
So,
Yeah. And you mentioned something important too when you said, not because you don't like it that way, then you say you always shun it or whatever, because probably me like to offer you some of my when I eat too. At the same time. So
even if you're not take the whole like you just eat one or so.
Yeah.
Make the person feel appreciated.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
We'll probably need to do this so because guys we shall hold a comment.
Yeah.
And wait. Go on to it. I want to.
Okay, so this person is saying disclosure to one another. Discuss your finances and your future goals. So disclosing to each other what's happening in your life. So they're speaking about things before marriage or stuff like that. It's very important that you make the other person know where you're at financially, what's your goals for your future, and not even that. Who are you as a person? What's your past like? You need to make people know what your history be. So because that can also help the person know how to love you or know how to approach you, know how to care for you, know what to expect from you, and all of that. So
very good point. I like that partner.
Yeah. These persons are really knowledgeable about these things, it seems, because these are some very good points, to be honest.
Yeah. Very good points. So yeah, guys.
That's it for the video, guys. That's it. We want to know what you think about the comments that were made and what you think about our opinions that we added. And overall, generally, what do you think can be done to keep a marriage together, to keep a marriage going and all of that? What would you do? What have you done in your relationship? What about you think that's on this? Okay. Yeah, get it.
The wicked.
I know your finger on my one.
It's mine. Whatever is yours, it's mine.
Oh, yeah.
All I meant to guys.
Forgot to say, yeah. Actually.
Oh. But guys, yes, that was it for the video. You know, it's a bit different. I mean, at the end of the day, we started the channel with hopes that we could reach out to other persons. You know, like just discuss general things about being married young.
Yeah.
And the general hot topics and so on. And we don't want to lose the focus about the channel. I mean, we'll still be doing challenges here and there. You know, anything to kind of keep you guys active and, you know, give you guys a little laugh here and there. But still yet, we want to continue to encourage persons concerning marriage. You know, while you guys encourage us also, because while you're learning from us, we're learning from you.
Yes, definitely.
So, yeah.
And we're actively in our marriage, so we are learning every day about each other. We're learning about marriage, we're learning about the whole journey, and just continuously pray for us. And wish
we'll
the well.
For you too.
Yeah, we'll continue to pray for you. If you're not married as yet, I decree marriage upon your life.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Hey! But yes, guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching.
And we love you guys. We love you dearly. Trust me.
We love no bad.
So we are much reach 10K because of
10K?
Oh, 1K. Oh, no, I'm speaking into being, you know.
Speak it still.
Exponential growth in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
So it's when time we hit 1K, we just have to speed up.
We just have to keep going, you know? Because we want to reach as much persons as possible, you know?
Consider it as a ministry. This is us trying to help others. We are trying to reach persons to help them in any way we can. So we are happy when we see that we are growing and reaching more persons. All right.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. To enjoy the rest of your week, you know, be blessed at work, school, wherever you're watching from.
Yes, guys. Until next time.
Peace out.